approach from NknuckleDu, of course, that is just so tough defending against Mai in those scenarios. But we have arrived at the tiebreaker to decide the winner of FlyQuest versus Shopify Rebellion. JAK stepping back onto the battlefield, going up against Riddles, who made his SFL debut yesterday with a double perfect, right? So this dude has a lot of momentum in his own right.
Really excited to see this too. There's a lot that can be talked about from the camp of FlyQuest in regards to Riddles' training partner nephew, right? There should be an opportunity here for them to kind of score this, and it's not to like necessarily assume, but the data is definitely weighted heavily in favor for them, right? In regards to the other side, right? Shopify Rebellion, just a kid. JAK, I should say, how much practice has he had against some of the Terrys within the stateside, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's bumped into Boost a handful of times. Hell, I'm sure he's met up against Riddles in the plethora of different weeklies that we have. So we'll see how it goes down.
Yes, indeed. Riddles already off to the races, though, being to the button first. And then, yeah, canceling that drive rush. We talked about that target combo was very unsafe unless you do something behind it.
And I like how he prioritizes the positioning more so like the damage output.
Yeah.
Like going into that combo ender with the burn knuckle initially. This is just so much more substantial in regards to controlling JAK and then trying to cash out. But now speaking of cashing out, getting that level 1 to trade.
Oh my goodness, what a trade combo. Slightly early on that option, though. Allows for JAK to get the throw. Caught a break here and then gets the counter hit. Yeah, Riddles tried to check, but he was still recovering from the fireball during the startup of that drive rush, so very difficult to check in that instance. Oh my!
Luckily enough, it wasn't too much. The side switch, the jump over, and catching a counter hit against Riddles. Like most of the time, you don't expect your opponent to put themselves into the corner, but if it's just one touch away, they would definitely roll that dice.
Yeah, you tell Riddles just got a little bit lost in the lights. Oh, this time though, blowing through that drive rush cancel with the ODDP. He knows he can punish it outright if he does do that.
Now into this corner lockdown that we'd seen prior, right? Although it was a very similar start, JAK still managed to take the round, but now it's going to be punish counter, city population, JAK, Riddles, emptying out the drive gauge. Let me get that level 1, ask that question. She's definitely not okay.
Nah, not okay whatsoever. Riddles ties up that first round here. I'm interested to see if he busts out the target combo DI, considering we've seen JAK punish it now with the ODDP. The DI is one of the ways to counter that option. Ugh.
First time we see the east side, not for long though. Bust out with the OD, rising tackle. Now we get the side switch. Riddles trying to maintain control, at least with the ground wave first. Now we get that throw. What's the pressure situation going to be looking like? JAK finds his way out yet again. Yes, level 2. We get that drainage on the drive gauge, perhaps?
Yeah, he let it rock a little bit, right? To drain that full part, and then Riddles committed to the drive reversal right there, paying for it dearly. Only one on the overhead. Wow, he actually got the trade off.
Was that Fierce?
Yeah, it looked like, yeah, Crouch Fierce. Oh, what? Reacts to the crack shoe with a DI. I don't know if he just felt it in the air, that was the moment Riddles was going to do something, because that felt like such a quick reaction. But either way, JAK, man, so locked in.
You mean you're not going to put me in for the first 2 games or the anchor? You're actually a waste shoot, fam.
Apparently, man. He's the one bringing home dubs.
I'm sure he's feeling rather good for himself right now. I mean, like, honestly, whether you put him in the first, second, or extra match, like, the objective's still the same. Still get these Ws, still get 10 points to your name, right? I think there might be some valuable reconsideration going forward with JAK, but maybe he's meant for the extra position. Maybe he's meant for this extra pressure going into it.
Yeah, right? Like, he's responding pretty calmly, composed. Like, he's just playing like it would be any other ranked match, not like the actual tiebreaker set. So as long as he's comfortable, you got to keep rolling with him in the spot.
Ooh. Just like a max range too, and a slight walk back.
Oh, they dashed into the projectile. JAK had dashed forward to follow it up, allowing him to combo off of it and putting him at set point.
Pretty convincing so far with how oppressive, or sorry, like how many openings that Riddles has had in the first couple of rounds of game 1. It looked like it would have been in favor for him, right? The damage output was clean. The corner control was pretty, I want to say consistent.
Yeah, we saw some massive damage come out on the side, baited JAK into doing exactly what he wanted, but the bounce back has been immaculate.
Oh, you already know that's an input error from the side of JAK.
Yeah, it can't be what he wanted in that instance. And Riddles, this is what we talked about, right? Opening the door for these massive combos of Terry. Even mid-screen getting some huge damage for the resources spent.
Although he has to be a closer, right? This should be more than enough damage. Slam him back down with the crack kick. So that's been the biggest thing plaguing Riddles right now, is like, can he be a closer of some of these games, right? Although he has perfects, it's been rather impressive. Although he's got the damage output and the lockdown, It just hasn't equated to any sort of games just yet, and now Just a Kid pushing Riddles towards the corner. Okay, tried to move.
Yeah, most likely committed to a back throw, right? Thinking that Riddles would try to throw him into the corner, but instead just frame trapped him up.
That's big facts, man. A little bit of a screen shake of that burn knuckle. Being able to take his turn. Definitely at liberty to do so. Oh, you caught the low medium kick! And the punish against the throw, or at least, sorry, against the whiff parry.
Riddles got all the resources closed out right there. Again, you saw a slight hezzy just in case JAK woke up with something. One throw away, and that's exactly what it's going to be. Riddles here, tying up the set, forcing a final game for the entirety of FlyQuest versus Shopify Rebellion. Man, best of one here. Shopify Rebellion looking on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dude, gonna put on that. Oh, actually gonna talk to the mic a little bit. Kev's like, that is not working, brother.
He spoke directly into like the headset. It's like, he's like, is it in here?
Yeah.
And Dual Kevin was like, yo, the speaker's right below. He's like, you know what? Don't worry about it.
It's like Zoolander, like the files are in the computer. He's just like trying to bust open the headset. Like, where's the mic? Right now, though, some quick words of wisdom. We saw that yesterday as well, right? After JAK's first loss in the tiebreaker match, he went back, he consulted with the rest of Shopify Rebellion, was able to bounce back from that dub and take the entirety of it. So the words of wisdom and advice have been working out. We'll see if it can help this scenario. It is all on the table in this best of one. Riddles versus JAK for the entirety of the set.
I love that. It's back-to-back really close sets between like, the anchor match and up until this point, right? It's a real big nail-biter between these two teams. But they've been thriving under pressure quite well. I'm rather impressed with both. The counter hit coming on through. Riddles getting caught with the approach, and also moves and he just gets clipped multiple times over. JAK, potential steamroll in effect.
Indeed, right. Good block on the overhead. That probably would have been the round if it did connect. Now Riddles trying to establish some of the power waves. Get a little bit dangerous as JAK was showing the jump in.
Possibly too far to even try to get a punish counter, perhaps. A little reluctant to even try to come down with the button. Uh-oh. Good call. That was actually for life, by the way. Riddles with that OD rising tackle. Puts himself into burnout. JAK actually has a big opportunity here, unless the burn knuckle has something to say about it.
Oh, the DI. He broke 2 hits of the armor on the drive impact as well, but that KuaiShou couldn't get there in time to break it fully. JAK, one more round. Oh, but a stop in this round at the very beginning. Riddles checks the drive rush. Can't keep control of the corner too much, though. JAK is able to fight out of it a little bit. Or right back there immediately. Cancels into the drive rush. No anti-air that time.
That is an effect yet again. JAK, how much can he get away with? Counter hit conversion, linking to level 1. I like that from Riddles. Burn knuckle yet again. He understands the spacing as to where he can get his turn going. Oh, over the fireball. No, it trades.
Yeah, we haven't seen that option represented too much, honestly. Oh, the backdash looked like got clipped by the Renko, and now JAK's going to have an opportunity here. Starts smothering him in the corner. Drive rush cancel as well. Riddles is not flinching at the face of all these buttons.
OD back strike there. Going for the back throw. I was going to say that was OD in general.
It's an OD back throw when you back throw them into the corner. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to bust out with the CA, and it connects. Raw CA damage is going to be real close, but Riddles is going to be hurt afterwards.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, burns out as well, and then just covers any option. Riddles had to commit to the wake-up super to avoid the chip. Doesn't do it. And JAK, once again, brings it home for Shopify Rebellion after they dropped the first 2 games.
I can already hear what he's about to say about his teammates, man. I already know it.
He's like, once again, me and Duke getting a good night of sleep. Kev and Sean? Oh, yeah.
He moves his hands way too fast.
That was crazy.
I'll tell you what, this guy is definitely half AI.
Definitely. What was that 2x speed on the video while it being live? That was wild stuff from JAK. But again, another clutch out, right? He finds himself so confident and composed in these big matches where, why are you doing this? Why, brother?
What is your problem, man? What are you doing?
I'm tired of this dude
If he starts shaking hands with people like that, I'm going to get him fired.
Yeah. As a competitive player, right? Like,
as a competitive player,
we get you banned from the tour, brother, all right?
This is so disturbing.
Like, have some decorum, JAK. But either way, another great clutch out, right? It was back and forth between these two. It was a nail-biting set. Both of them making adjustments over the course of the match to bring it to a very near end of a final round. So great stuff from JAK, man. Really doing immaculate work in this tiebreaker position for Shopify.
And it's rather difficult, too, from the side of Riddles, right? He was in so many different positions to close out a good majority of these rounds. I think, obviously, we'd seen him close out game number 2. But I think majority of the time, it's just been some of his decision-making on defense, it happened to be incorrect just based off of what JAK was thinking, right? Just based off of his reads. I felt like this was heavily read-based in favor of JAK. And it's not a slight at all to Riddles. It was just one of those moments where like JAK had just played better.
Yeah, indeed. And Riddles caught a tough break right there, right? The crack shoot, trading, trying to force the scenario.
Like, who would expect that? Like,
yeah.
I mean, you're possibly anticipating a chip kill, right? I get it, like maybe the bust out, but man, that's just unfortunate. Really unfortunate for Riddles.
Yeah, it just felt like JAK was just one step ahead of each moment, honestly.